Hey there, Assassins. Gabe Graziani, one of your community developers on Assassin's Creed, here with yet more video Q&As. So these questions all come from the forums, but for future videos, we're going to go ahead and take comments from wherever you might have questions. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube comments, wherever you want to leave your questions, go ahead. Let's get right onto the questions. For this one though, we're starting with 6 Keys, who asks, I would like to know if optional objectives or full sync still work like in previous games. An example, will we get a notification that we failed some part of the mission if we didn't fulfill this or that requirement? So specifically in regard to your question, will we get a notification? It works similar to the way it works in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You don't necessarily get a notification if you failed or didn't fail. It won't be really super explicit about which are optional objectives or not. The way we have optional objectives and synchronization set up in Assassin's Creed Unity is that when you perform one of the optional actions listed, you will get additional Creed points for performing those actions. You are under no obligation to do it, so don't feel compelled to unless you want to get those extra Creed points. The next question comes from SpeedDemon1066, who asks, can you remove your hood either with a hood toggle button, preferred, or through customization? We've never really allowed you to remove your hood. Part of the reason is because we don't want to take one of the buttons that we use for control, which we use them all. So we don't give you control over that. The second is the Assassin's hood is the defining part of the Assassin's character. So we like to keep the hood on as much as possible. You can, however, customize your hood and choose different hoods for Arno to wear throughout the game. The next question comes from Deadly Dairy, who asks, are side missions going to be repetitive Kill Guy X missions? What variety will there be? So Kill Guy X missions are not exactly what the side missions are at all. To give you one example of the kind of mission that you can expect as an additional mission would be a murder mystery. So the murder mysteries are a whole series of missions in which you will work to uncover the who, what, when, why, where, and how somebody is killed, because there's been a murder. So just like a real police officer. And this is based on the fact that during the French Revolution, there was a French individual who actually came up with a methodology for solving crimes. You will learn this methodology and employ it in order to find out who committed a murder. And that's just one example. We have a bunch of other different side missions as well, like the Nostradamus Enigmas, for example. So yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff. It's not just Kill Guy X. It's not that kind of tallying kills game. And that's all we have time for today, Assassins. I hope you'll join me for more future video Q&As. And at some point, we're gonna have to get Esco blades in front of the camera on one of these. He's behind the camera, so it makes sense. It makes sense because he's... Bye.